Welcome to my room makeover series where I change my room from drab to fab. This is episode 2, DIYs for the bedroom. Hello, it has been another day. Yesterday we went and got some bed sheets and pillowcases, and today we grabbed some paint for the room. So I just cleared out the room as best as I could. It's pretty empty. This is gonna be like my second side today, so I'm gonna start over here on this wall, which is pretty empty. I just need to move the dresser out of the way, but I'm gonna start painting that first, and then we're gonna go through the whole room. So I moved the big old dresser, and this is me painting that side wall. I finished the first wall, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do 2 coats or just 1. I finished painting everything. There's 2 coats of paint on every single wall, and now I'm just like rearranging furniture to decide where I want things to go. Okay, the next project is doing some DIY canvas painting. So the paint that I'm using for the base on the canvases is actually the same paint that I used for my accent wall in my room. In these clips here, you only see me painting 2 of the canvases, but in the end there actually turns out to be 3 of them. Once I finished the base layer on the canvases, I took them outside to dry. Then I mixed some yellow with red and a little bit of brown to make a really nice burnt orange color to go with the theme of my room. And now you're going to see me just paint a rainbow. It's kind of like abstract art. I got the inspiration from pictures I've seen other places, but I didn't follow a set design or stencil or anything. It was all just freehanded and what I felt like doing at the time. Now here's me painting some cactus, and this was just completely on my own, just a random idea I had. And then after I painted them, I did some line art. I finished the wall art, and these are going to go side by side on the wall there above my dresser. Right now I'm going to show you how to make a jewelry holder. So basically it starts off with a picture frame. I got this picture frame from the thrift store. It was only $1 at Goodwill, so super cheap. You got a picture frame, and then what you're going to do is just take the frame apart. So I took the glass out of it, took the papers out, and then I started ripping apart the outside of the frame. Now I took the 2 longest pieces, and I want them to lay flat like this so we could easily attach the dowel rods to it. But you need the picture frame, take it apart, use the 2 longest pieces, and then I'm using 2 of these really long dowel rods that I just got from my local department store for 99 cents a piece. So $3 to make this whole thing. You're also going to need a glue gun, some hot glue sticks, and then something to cut your dowel rods. I'm going to try and use my scissors, but if that doesn't work, I'll go get a clamp to cut them as well. I'm going to do it like this. So basically right now what I'm going to do is take my hot glue gun and glue each of these together and make this cool little shape like that. Okay, so basically I just completed that part. I just glued these 2 pieces of the picture frame together, so it made this cool little shape here. And now the next step is to cut my dowel rods. Okay, we're gonna see how well this works. But, oops. Basically, I want to make them different sizes, so this first one's gonna be smaller. gonna just cut it with the scissors. Alright, so the first one is gonna be short like this, and I need to make one for the bottom to be the exact same size. And then I think I'm gonna do 5 different, 1, 2, 3, yeah, I can do 5 different sizes. So, but this one is going to be the same or like really similar. Obviously it's not gonna be exactly the same, but okay. Now basically we're just gonna make a little shape with it. Okay, so small one on top, small one on bottom. Now I need to make 2 that just are a little longer. Just kidding, those ones aren't going to be the small ones. The ones I'm making right now are going to be the smaller ones. Because I want to save as much dowel rod as I can. Because I only got 2 of them. They're only 99 cents, so I can go back and get more, but okay. And just like that, now we have 4 pieces. Okay. And now I'm gonna make one that is just one, but it's gonna be just even a little longer. Okay, perfect. So now this is exactly what it's going to look like. Short one on top, a little longer below it, and then a little longer in the middle. So you see how it gets kind of bigger? And it's gonna go this way and get smaller at the bottom too. So now what I'm going to do is I got some sandpaper and I'm just gonna sand down the edges so that they're smooth and not super jagged, where they could possibly like give you a splinter or hurt someone. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so I got this big sheet of sandpaper from the department store, and it was about, I think it was 60 cents for one whole sheet. So I'm just gonna cut a little square and use it to sandpaper down the dowel rod. So, and I don't know the best way to do this, honestly. But I'm just gonna sand it down just so it's nice and smooth. I think that's pretty good, honestly. Okay, and then do the other side. And I'm gonna do this to all of my dowel rods, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished sanding, and now I'm just gonna line them up exactly how I want them. So it's gonna be like this. But all the edges are nice and smooth, so they're not gonna cut anyone, which is nice. Now I'm just gonna take my hot glue gun, and I'm not gonna measure it out because, you know, I don't like measuring, I don't really care. I'm gonna do the middle one first. So find where I think the middle is, and I say I think because, like I said, I'm not gonna measure it. I'm going to take the longest one and center it and stick it right there in the middle. And now I'm going to do the rest, and I will be right back. Alrighty, and there you have it. We have a cute little jewelry holder that you can hang like rings on, earrings. I'm just going to use a command strip again and use that to put it on my wall. Next, I'm going to show you how I made my picture door. So not a picture wall, a picture door. And basically I took about 100 or so pictures, put the same exact filter on every single one of them, printed them off, picked them up at Walgreens, and just taped them on my door. Alright, today we are going to be working on making the canvases into like a necklace holder. So basically I have a drill with a super tiny bit on it, and we're gonna make 6 holes in each of the canvases, and then I have these little screw-in hooks. We're gonna hook them to the bottom and then hang our necklaces on them. The first step is to measure out where you're going to put your hooks. So I took my ruler, and the bottom of this canvas is 11 inches, which makes it a little more difficult because I need to put 6 in there, and the math doesn't divide easily. So I figured out that about 1.5 inches on the end, and then we did 13 millimeters in between to put each line. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically there's 6 lines in there, and now I'm going to take my drill and drill the holes in. Alright, so I finished the first one, and now we have 2 more to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is make my nightstands for beside my bed, and let me show you what I got to do this. I found a $5 cutting board at Walmart. That was the cheapest piece of wood I could find, so I was like, okay, let's go with it. And then I also got a box of these stakes that are actually for like signs, to put signs in the ground. I had my dad help me, and we cut off the pointy part of the stake. There's a point over here, and it was really long. We cut it there, took the point off. Now we have 2 square pieces, or rectangle, I guess. And this is what I'm going to use to build my nightstands. Okay, so right now I'm just kind of measuring everything out where I want it. I want to keep a little edge on this side, so I want it directly in the center, and it has to be the width of this. So now I'm just going to take my ruler and a pencil and measure it out. Okay, the next step is to find some screws that are long enough to go through here, but also not like shoot through, you know? So I'm in the garage right now, and we're gonna look through and see if I can find some screws. I found a little screw, and it looks like if it goes right here, that it'll barely get in that second piece of wood. Let's see if I can get a better angle for you. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just drill it through this first piece. I think I have to make a hole first with a different drill bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I made some holes, and now we're just going to put the 2 pieces together. Well, apparently it can't go any farther than that. That looks pretty decent. Now I'm just gonna get another piece of wood and do the exact same thing on the other side. I finally finished both of my little side tables. Super cute and easy DIY. I love how light they are. Like, they weigh absolutely nothing. So if I'm ever gonna like move out or anything, I could take them with me easily. Stay tuned for the next episode coming out very soon.